But he makes a statement that this is what we're to look at. This is what it takes to be saved. A trust that Jesus is the Lord, and a belief that God raised him from the dead, which would indicate a righteous life, and then there's salvation. This is also important because what? It's not believe that he's Lord and that he was raised and be circumcised. It's not believe that he was Lord and he's raised and be baptized. It's not believe that he's Lord and raised and speak in tongues. There's a million things that people want to tack on to this very simple thing. It's believe and trust. That's what it is. That's what saves a person, and that alone. It's so scary, though. Like somebody's going to rip off God. Somebody's going to believe and then sin, and then they're going to get over on God, and he won't stand for that. So I don't know. One, I don't think anybody can pull the wool over on God. So I think we can all take a deep breath and go, okay, he's not going to get tricked. But then I think after that, what did Jesus really pay for? Did he pay for connivers? Did he pay for all the sin? Did he only pay for part of the sin? Did he only pay for sins that I've already committed? How would that work? Because if he only paid for the sins that I already committed, and then I have to keep asking for forgiveness for more, well, then does that mean he has to keep shedding his blood? Or was the blood shed once? Does the Bible tell us that Christ died once for all? So we have to really, we don't have to do anything, I guess, but to really enjoy the salvation that God has given us, to really consider the freedom from sin, the freedom from condemnation, the freedom from judgment from the law, all that we've been reading for these last 2 months, it's incredible. To be able to go out in peace and to realize that God is for me, that my sin is forgiven, that I don't have to reach back to obscure passages in the law to threaten myself or others, but to realize that the law ended in Christ for us. And that when I believed in Christ, that I died to the law, and I died to my old nature and its power, and I don't have to listen to it anymore. To realize that there will never be condemnation to the believer ever again. That's the security and the promise of all those logistics of salvation. That's what it equals to. That I can have fellowship with God, that he doesn't reject me, that he doesn't judge me, he doesn't measure me, he doesn't hold me to what I did last week, that there's fresh grace, his mercies are new every morning, that I have the ability to come into his throne room whenever I want to receive grace and mercy. That's such a great promise out of Hebrews. To come into his throne any time to get grace and mercy. You only get grace and mercy when you need it, right? You don't, if you're in court, and you're justified in what you did, you don't go, oh, judge, have mercy on me. You be like, hey, look at this. Here's me doing nothing in a video. Have a nice day. Hopefully not. But you don't throw yourself on the mercy of the court when you're innocent. You only go for mercy and grace when you're hosed, when you have no hope, when it would be legitimate to get the sentence. That's when you go, oh, please, I'll never do it again. You have liberty to come into God's presence anytime you want without condemnation because of what Jesus did. And we never want to minimize that by obscure passage that we take from an old, obsolete ministry of death, fading glory covenant. We're in the new covenant. And that's the one that we latch on to.